and create history in West Bengal. On this issue, I am joined by Sukanta Majumdar, Minister of State, the Union
Namaskar.
Government in charge of education. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me. Let me ask you straight away without wasting any more time. Sir, what are BJP's prospects in West Bengal?
Now this time, the BJP is ready to form a government, and people of West Bengal, they have made their mind, and the reactions, those are coming from the opposition, that is the TMC, especially from Mamata Banerjee, is pure desperateness, and all these signs actually showing that BJP is ready to form the government. I believe that we'll cross the 170 mark and we'll form the government convincingly.
Dr. Majumdar, what makes you so confident this time? Even in the previous elections, people felt that you were very close, but the numbers were not there. So what is the difference this time that you are so sure that the numbers will be there? Because your campaign was up there, people spoke, issues raised, but then it didn't translate into seats, sir.
Kartikeya, the difference is that in 2019 we won 18 seats, and at that time actually the BJP in state of West Bengal, it was in a formation kind of stage, and as a result, after what happened after 2 years, just not even 2 years, only 1.5 years, we have to face the assembly election in 2021, and at that time I feel that party was not ready, but this time organizationally we are much more stronger. The presence of BJP in the booths are much more stronger in comparison to the 2021. Most importantly, only state in this country which has the record of fake voting and all kind of booth capturing is only the state of West Bengal. Due to the SIR, almost 91 lakhs names has been deleted or removed from the voter list or electoral roll. Most importantly, the 24 lakhs dead voter names, those have been deleted from the voter list. So, in previous elections, Mamata Banerjee and her machinery, actually this machinery was previously with the CPM, and that machinery shifted to the Mamata Banerjee. And this machinery, they are very much equipped to do the fake voting, false voting, and this time, due to the deletion of the names, dead voter, shifted voter, double entry, and few names from those are not eligible to become a voter, and as a result, they don't have the chance of fake voting this time. So now the actual difference, if Kartikeya, though the seat tally may show a huge difference, even in the Lok Sabha, if you compare the vote gained by BJP and TMC, it is 42 lakhs. But if you consider the vote difference in actual seat means the demography of Bengal, total seats are 294, but almost 84 odd seats are there where BJP is actually not in competition because due to the excessive amount of Muslim voters there. And as a result, now if you compare the 200 seats or 210 seats, rather I should say, the difference is very less. Difference is very less between BJP and TMC, and vote percentage difference is very less. And if we consider this deleted voters, especially the dead voters and shifted voters, I think BJP has a great chance of winning this election, and this time we will win.
Mr. Majumdar, my colleague Brijesh Pandey has a question for you.
Dr. Majumdar, you're talking about 42 lakh votes cut. 42 lakh vote was the difference between you and Trinamool Congress. Now with 91 lakh vote cut, is this the SIR figures which are making BJP confident? Because the allegation of Trinamool Congress is that SIR has become the biggest player as far as this particular election is concerned. We saw Mamata Banerjee in Supreme Court. We saw, again and again Supreme Court being approached on this particular issue.
Steve, my point is, during this SIR exercise, 24 lakhs names have been deleted. Those voters are dead. So my question is whether these names of the dead voters should be included in the voter list. Is it logical? Rather, I should say whatever done, maybe some names, some questions are there, and the Supreme Court, that is the apex court of this country, it is looking into this. So we don't have anything to say because it is sub judice matter, and TMC has several times knocked the door of the Supreme Court, and most of the times they have been denied because the Supreme Court also feel a pure, flawless, or the errorless voter list or electoral list is very much necessary. It is not expected that if we claim we are the largest democracy as we are of this world, and within that democracy, we just bearing a state which has a record of false voting. Even you will be astonished to know in last municipal election, our present state president, Shamik Bhattacharya's father and mother came from the heaven to cast the vote. So this is the scenario, this is the practical scenario. Famous Ravindra Sangeet artist, his vote was casted in the last corporation election, Kolkata corporation election, who is no more with us. So is this example, whatever these two examples I have cited before you, whether these are the signs of healthy democracy? If the names of the dead voters have been deleted, then it is good for the democracy. Okay. And SIR, I personally feel that this kind of exercise should be repeated vigorously so that the no names which is not eligible.
But Dr. Majumdar, because, the reason I'm emphasizing on SIR is because, it has become one of the most contentious point of this particular election. If you ask me, it's become the biggest issue. So people are saying that dead, yes, it should be removed. But then the other numbers, other than the dead are also 3 times more than 60 lakh, 65 lakh votes other than the 24 lakh vote which you're talking about, that are also cut. And it has led to a lot of talking about, and there are also allegations on the neutrality of the Election Commission.
See, the state of West Bengal is quite different from the other state of this country. I belong, and presently I am sitting in my hometown. It is surrounded by Bangladesh in its 3 times. Brigeshji, from my childhood, I have seen what was the status of border at that time when I was in my school. Every year, we used to see the people, the students, they were coming from the Bangladesh and they are taking the admission in our schools. So if the names, those have been deleted or those have been under question, rather I should say, till now, they are under question. So it is not at all impractical, or it is not. It is very simple to draw a line that okay, Election Commission has done this, but it is a fact as the Bengal faced the division during the partition, and as a result, lots of people, they have been compelled to come to this country. Those are Hindus, especially mainly the refugees. Those have not applied for the CA. Some of them, their names are there. Similarly, due to the porous border, even till now, more than 550-kilometer borders are open without any fencing. Because what is the reason behind it? Because the state government of West Bengal, they have not provided the land to the Home Ministry of this country. Even after the judgment of the court, they are delaying. So, the lots of people, those are not refugees, belonging to some other community, not from Hindu community, they came then demography of the several bordering districts have been changed in last few years, 75 years.
That is without dispute. Yes, border districts, their demography has been changed. But let me bring you closer to what happened in the parliament. Sir, the women reservation bill failed in Lok Sabha. Do you think that this will go against Mamata? This will work for Bharatiya Janata Party? Because women have voted for Mamata Banerjee in last 3 elections, lock, stock and barrel.
Yes, basically the M square, I call it M square, because Mamata Banerjee's government is actually relying on Mahila and Muslim vote. These are the 2 pillars of Mamata Banerjee's government. And this time, the women population of state of West Bengal, they have understood that Mamata Banerjee is not with the common women of this state. They may be the TMC, or she may be, Mamata Banerjee herself may be with the June Malia, with the Shatabdi Rai, those belonging to the, TV, cinema people, cinema culture, the highly educated, rich family background, but for the common woman, they don't bother. And that's why they opposed this women reservation bill, and this will dent TMC this time. And not only so, Mamata Banerjee was for last few elections. Mamata Banerjee actually she was encashing the Lakshmi Bhandar, a project under which she gives the monetary benefit to the woman. This time in the manifesto, our Sankalpa Patra, we call it Bharsa Patra here, in that we have promised to give Annapurna's Bhandar, which will provide the 3,000 rupees to the women of the state. And it is, as a result, the women are getting attracted towards BJP, and this time they will leave Mamata and they will vote for BJP.
Last question before I let go of Mamata has always been able to portray that she is a true Bengali. She identifies with the Bengali culture, from food to fish, with Durga Puja. Has BJP been able to break into that citadel? Because in Bengal, she says that BJP is a party of outsiders. Have you been able to break that, shatter that narrative?
Kartikeji, after the 2021 election, the people of West Bengal, they have understand what is the face and what is the mask of Mamata Banerjee, because just after the 2021 election, Mamata Banerjee nominated Saket Gokhale, who is not a Bengali. Even in this Lok Sabha election, Kirti Azad, then Yusuf Pathan, then Shatrugna Sinha. Ask them to give the speech in Bengali language, in Lok Sabha, in Rajya Sabha. So, Mamata Banerjee's this Bengali sentiment, Bengali Ashmita, is nothing but a ploy to gain the vote. We are Bengalis. I am a Bengali, and I have challenged Mamata Banerjee several times. Till now, the education minister, MOS of this country, is challenging that my daughter, the younger daughter, she studies in a Bengali medium school. Ask Mamata Banerjee and her party members, the leadership, whose family members study in Bengali medium school. Okay. I am challenging Mamata Banerjee.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sukanta Majumdar, for joining us. It was a riveting conversation with you. I really thoroughly enjoyed having this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you. So let me now, without wasting any more time, go across to on point 4, because this is about Manipur. And what's happening in Manipur is very, very, I would say, disappointing, because the mobilization continues in Manipur. The valleys is continue in a very agitated state, if I would may use the word. There is lack of violence, but there is agitation. There is agitation which is peaceful, but it also shows that there is unrest. And Mera Paibis, who were pretty silent in the last 2 or 3 months, have started to agitate on a regular basis. Brijesh, what is happening in Manipur?
I think, Manipur is right now suffering on various counts. One of the biggest thing is that it looks like that there is no short-term vision and there is no long-term vision to control the situation or to control, the issues spiraling out of hand. One of the key issue which you will feel that, after this dastardly killing of 2 kids, which is heartbreaking as it is, there's zero trust on the government. I won't hesitate to say it as bluntly as possible, Kartikeya, that the people trust in their civil society far more than they trust in the government. This is the reason why they immediately
political in
attacked us.
nature? I'm not going to use the word like instigators and all that. I'm not going to criminalize dissent. But I'm just going to ask you: do you think that it's being politically instigated?
A part of it, yes. Because I can understand people being very, very angry and upset about two kids being killed. It's never a wanting situation. But the fact of the matter is that the response of the government,